quirky stories, and I have something called Random Dialogues, and I've done a few little videos on YouTube over the years, and this is definitely, I think, turning into one of those, the history of the pen. So I think you're based, where are you based, Tom?
Well, I actually live in Cyprus. I mean, I started the business off in 1994 in UK, in Hitchin in Bedfordshire. Then I moved to Hitchin in Hertfordshire, sorry, get my geography right. Then I moved to Wilstead, which is just outside Bedford, 15 miles north of Luton. And then moved out to Cyprus in 2008.
Part of what we'll just say, this is part of what Fraser's encouraged to do. Videos, this is part of our marketing. We're having a chat, a conversation. We're going to record it into the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have a free flow conversation for like, and let's just put it on for like 4 minutes or something. And
yeah, no problem.
Yeah. All right. So I'll start the recordings. Yeah. So what three things shall we share into the group? So we could talk about the fact that we've been attending and the value we've had and the connection, and that's why we're talking today, just to share. And then we talked about pens last night, and we talk about your pen, and say I know you've been making a pen video. So we were on LinkedIn last night, learning ways to push pens.
Yeah.
So something like that. Is that what you'd like? Is that all you'd like to talk about? Something?
Yeah.
Like? Okay. So
how did the meeting go?
It was really good. Well, I had really good feedback, and I was practicing what Fraser, what I've been learning with Fraser. I'll put that into practice to see how my conversations landed.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What about you? How's your week been?
Adopting what Fraser was saying by putting that info and tagging it to the top of my profile. So I did that shortly after we spoke last night. And then I spoke to my guy in Austria, and he's copied the exact information that I put on my LinkedIn page and put it on his and posted it up, and I've invited him to come to the meeting next week.
I suppose it's just doing something daily from that 100 list, isn't it? And just doing multiple things to keep marketing. So we've been attending Fraser's regular Wednesday meetings, and we've got a list of 100 activities to do for marketing, and this is one of the ideas, and this is part of our marketing plan to have a conversation today, so we thought we'd record it. So I'm Jane Tyson.
I'm Tom Brown.
So on our 100 list, I think we've got videos, haven't we, and lots of other things, and should we sort of share some of the things we've been doing this week that we can tick off?
I'm trying to wind it around because it's got obviously my website on there. This is a Big Click pen. I don't want to say they're cheap. They're very, very cost effective. Bic are a very good pen. Been around since the sort of 1950s. A pen like that, just to put it into context, is a cost of less than a second-class stamp. So if you're going to mail somebody information about your business, by the time you've done the letter, put it in an envelope, stuck a stamp on it and sent it to them, you could have given them 5 pens. And the pen is far, far more prolific in marketing. Typically, the analysis shows that the pen has 12 owners in its lifetime. You know what happens to a pen when it's on your desk? Somebody borrows it, it disappears, somebody comes in, oh, can you sign for a parcel? They take your pen, you sign for the parcel, they disappear with a pen, and it ends up at his next location, or it ends up at his home, etc. I mean, even Fraser pointed that out yesterday, that I'd sent him a pen, and within hours his son had purloined it. So it just goes to show. So you've got sort of basically 12 owners in a pen in its lifetime, and very, very low cost item. as opposed to, I'll show you this pen, you can see that one. This is a bespoke pen. It's actually, the centre barrel is 5,000-year-old bog oak certified. Got a little clip on the end there, which looks like a rifle.
Yeah.
And the action to operate the pen is very similar to the bolt action of a rifle. I can just demonstrate that. So you go down there as if you were loading a round, or pick what a civilian calls a bullet, which is the end of the pen. It's actually a round, so it looks just like a bullet. These are made by a friend of mine, so they've made special to orders. They're not a bulk purchase type item. Pens have been around since, made some notes, the 10th century, would you believe? In 1636, Daniel Schwenter, a German inventor, invented a dual quill pen, which could have been the forerunner to the fountain pen. So it had a quill with a quill above it, and the ink was placed in the sort of reserve quill at the top, so it fed the quill at the bottom. Most people, or sort of my age, would refer to the big pen as a biro, because the guy, Mr. Lazio Biro, in 1938 patented the ballpoint pen, and everybody used to call him, I remember when I was a kid, so lend us your biro, and that's where that one came from. And the most expensive of gold, of diamonds, with a platinum body, it's called an Aurora Diamante fountain pen, and it costs $1,470,600.
Wow.
Yeah. And the big pen, which is also quite a common pen now, has been around since 1953. But basically, pens have been around for 3,000 years BC.
Have you put this information on your website too? Is this information accessible? Have you done a history of the pen anywhere?
No.
I just about it.
I should really. I mean, I haven't got into stuff like that. I just tend to
catalyst
fill it up in conversation. Yeah.
So actually, I tend to.
Obviously, the beauty of the web, you can work from anywhere. And really, I don't have any manufacturing facility. I've got access to £20 million worth of printing press if I need it, but I don't have the liabilities of staff and everything that goes with it. And that's the beauty of dealing with a print broker like me, is I can find the right people to do the right job without you trogging around trying to find things. Most people say, I can find it on the internet. Or the internet, one, you can't trust. Two, you don't know what you're going to get. And three, you have to pay up front.
So yeah, this has been Jane Tyson and
Tom Brown, as in school days.